Thank you, Kira. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, AJ, for a really great lesson today. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have regarding Jupyter Notebooks, how to get that set up, as well as the homework. So just to start off with, homework assignment is only through Canvas. There is a homework submission that should be posted, if not now, right after this lecture. And it's like your regular homework assignments that you've been having, and it's a mixture of multiple choice and fill in the blank. And you can only submit it through our Canvas, through the Canvas submission. Jupyter Notebook and Colabs, which we've talked about before, that is for additional practice. And I can walk through right now, showing my screen, the guide that we have created on how to get Jupyter Notebooks started. So I will share my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, great. So like I said before, even though this says to access homework, the homework submissions are only on Canvas. You do not need to do any submission with Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab in order to submit your homework assignments. However, if you would like extra practice through using our Jupyter Notebooks and getting familiar with that type of IDE and platform, then you can follow along on how to get set up. So there's two different platforms you can use. If you have a Gmail account, like an email account associated with Gmail, and you have Google Colab downloaded on your Gmail account, then you can go ahead and be able to use Google Colab. And the way you use this is you simply open the drive with the homework in it. And as you can see, it's this assignment right here. If you click on it, um, at the top, there's an option to be able to select Google Colab. And this is what it should look like if you have Google Colab installed through your Gmail account. And once again, this is only for students who have Gmail accounts. And if you do not have a Gmail account, that is when you can use Jupyter Notebooks. So to get into Jupyter Notebooks is a Python package, like a Webpack, and it requires you to download Anaconda.
Simran,
And
just
Anaconda
sorry,
provides Jupyter Notebook. Go ahead. Sorry,
Simran,
Kira.
really quickly. If students can access the homework on Canvas, we're just getting a lot of questions about this. Could they just use Replit to try out try out their solutions?
Definitely. Replit is a really good go-to if you've already established an account, which is really easy to use, and exactly what AJ has been using throughout this entire lecture. It's super easy, and we highly recommend it, just as an easy way to go on and make sure that you're printing the right thing from a list, or you're just trying to assign the correct assignment to a variable. So highly recommend Replit. You do not need to download Jupyter Notebooks if you're just trying to test some things out. Um, Kira, should I go on explaining Jupyter Notebooks, or should I answer some
Yeah,
questions?
I would keep on going if you could just also explain what is the benefit of downloading either the Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab for the
Mhm.
homework assignment versus using Replit, or are any of them okay?
Right. So Replit is really great because it's an online website. You just have to create an account. There's no download required. And you are able to save your work. It does mimic most types of functionalities. However, there is some pros of using Jupyter Notebooks because Jupyter Notebooks is an IDE. And so if you're trying to pursue something more with computer science or just coding in general, and I believe we're going to be using Jupyter Notebooks for next semester heavily with our coding homework assignments, and you're trying to get more familiar with it, then I highly recommend trying out using Jupyter Notebooks and trying to just get familiar with this IDE and how the platform works. Google Colab is another option for Gmail users. It is great, however, it does lack some capabilities that Jupyter Notebook has. So I've seen this is what the Colab looks like, and you're able to type your code in these sort of blocks right here. Um, it is just as great as Jupyter Notebooks, but once again, if you want to get familiar with Jupyter Notebooks just for the sake of next semester, then I think now is a great time to kind of play around with that platform.
Hey, Simran,
Going
quick thing.
Yes.
Sorry, before we lose anyone else, just want to make sure everyone hears you will submit your homework on Canvas, like always. So you'll be working in these other interfaces to find the answers to your homework, but it's a function of how we grade the assignments. Canvas can automatically grade them. So just want to make sure everyone hears that. Still submit your homework in Canvas, like
Yes.
always.
Yes, definitely. Just the same process as usual. It's a mixture of fill in the blanks and multiple choice questions. Jupyter Notebooks at Google Colabs is only for like additional resources. So this is not mandatory. This is completely optional to follow along with this tutorial. Moving on with the tutorial. So like I said, you're going to download Anaconda. And you can, obviously, if you have a Microsoft, Mac OS, or Linux, you're going to download the respective one for your laptop. You're going to go ahead and follow along with kind of the instructions to install Anaconda. Anaconda already installs Jupyter Notebooks for you. And actually, and additionally, Anaconda comes with this other IDE called PyCharm. We are not requiring you at all. We're not dealing with PyCharm at all, but if you would like to have it for future purposes, you can choose to install it at this moment since you're downloading Anaconda, or you can do it at later times when you feel like you need to use it. But Jupyter Notebooks already comes when you download Anaconda. So if you've downloaded Anaconda successfully, then you should come across this screen right here where it should say this installation was successfully completed. And you can kind of see on this like left-hand side, it might be different for everybody if you downloaded PyCharm or not. And also, like, yes, an important note, these screenshots are taken from a Mac OS installation, so it will be different for Linux and other types of computers. So please do not get alarmed if your setup and your installation looks a little bit different than these screenshots. As long as you're getting to kind of this screen where it says the installation was successful and like quick start guide, and you have like this left bar with the README instructions, I think you're on the right path. Moving on how to exactly open and use the homework assignments, if you want to try using Jupyter Notebooks in correlation with the homework assignments, you should go to your navigation center and find where your applications are, and you'll find something called Anaconda Navigator, the application. And you want to go ahead and open or launch that application. When you launch that, you'll find a series of applications associated with Anaconda, and you're going to click the one called Jupyter Notebooks. Jupyter Notebooks, once you open that, you're able to upload the homework file from the Google Drive. Once again, this is only for if you want to test things out on Jupyter Notebooks. You'll go ahead and download the homework file from the Google Drive, which is this link all the way at the top. You'll download it. And once you have Jupyter Notebooks and Anaconda installed successfully, you can go ahead and upload that downloaded file from the Google Drive to your Jupyter Notebooks. I'll say that just one more time. You're going to be downloading the homework file from Google Drives and uploading it once you have successfully downloaded Anaconda and Jupyter Notebooks. Moving on from there, if you have successfully gotten to this point, then you should see the homework assignment looking like this. And this will be the same for everybody, no matter what laptop you have. Your IDE and Jupyter Notebooks should look the same and should have Python intensive homework 1 and the homework problems following that below. Similar to how Google Colab is structured, you will see these blocks of text, and they can kind of look like in brackets, similar to this right here. And those are indications of where you can type in code and how you can run the code to see if it's working or not. And it'll work similarly to how Replit works with the terminal. And you just press a button and it will run the code wherever you type in that block. You're actually also able to insert your own cells. So we have pre-made cells for you within this homework assignment, but you're able to kind of create your own cells if you want to play around and try to create new blocks of code and try new things out. I believe this is the tutorial. Are there any questions I should answer, Rachel or Kira?
So I just want to reiterate, because we've been getting a lot of questions in the chat. But to access this document that Simran is going through, it's on Canvas already under the week 6 module. So you can do that. Also, for those of you who don't have access to a computer and are doing this on a mobile device, in which you may not be able to download any of these options, again, you can use Canvas. You can do these problems by hand. Obviously, we recommend using an IDE, which once again is Replit or Google Colab or Jupyter Notebooks. But if that's not possible, you can figure out these problems by hand and answer the questions in Canvas if you need to.
Simran, just other questions that we're getting. Can you go to the document again, how a student would download it?
Yes.
Walk through that one more time.
Yes, definitely. So in order to download the homework file, so this is completely separate from the submission process to Canvas. If you just want to play around with Jupyter Notebooks and Colab, you will click this Google Drive link right here. And it should take you to a folder that contains 2 files in it. And if you want to download it to be used on Jupyter Notebooks, you'll click it. And then this button right here, you'll click, you can click download. And this is for the purposes you're downloading it to be uploaded on Jupyter Notebooks. If you simply just want to try using it on Google Colab, then at the top, you can see right here, you can choose an option for Google Colaboratory. And that'll take you to exactly what this screen looks like for Google Colab. Did that make things more clear?
Yeah, hopefully that helped. And just thanks for everyone's patience. There's thousands of students in this class, as you know, so we're doing our best to accommodate everyone's different technological setup. So hopefully many options will make sure everyone has one that works for them.
Definitely. And once again, downloading Jupyter Notebooks through Anaconda or even using Google Colab should not hindrance your capabilities to submit the homework or even access any of these problems. So do not worry if none of these options work for you. Canvas is perfectly fine and for you to be able to still get the practice that you need.
So everyone, just so we're clear, because we are going to be out of the office later this week, if you are having trouble and you need additional assistance, again, there are thousands of students in the class. We're trying to be as accommodating as possible based on different technology students are using, based on different restraints that different students have, but we will try our best to answer your questions. But please make sure earlier on in the week is when we'll be able to be responsive, as later this week we will be out of the office. So I want to thank again AJ for the great lecture today, as well as Simran and Akshay, as always, for answering so many questions. I don't even know how you do it. I try to answer some questions and they're already answered. So thanks everyone so much. And we hope you're really excited to continue learning Python. Again, this is going to serve as a strong foundation for as we go into quantum computing. So make sure that you do understand these concepts. If you don't, we'll continue to practice them and go over them next week as well in Python's, in the second lecture we'll have on Python. So thanks everyone again, and have a great rest of your day.